Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. With the launch of Warzone now here, and of course Season 1 in MW3, you might be jumping into the game for the very first time this year and experiencing all the new MW3 weapons, operators, perks, equipment, everything like that. And with that, obviously, you want to go through and you want to rank up these new weapons as fast as possible. And today, I got you covered. Whether you are a Warzone player, whether you're a multiplayer player, or a zombies player, I'm going to give you guys the best tips you can possibly get for leveling up your weapon fast and getting the most weapon XP out of any given match. So as we get into the details, if you enjoy the video or if you find it helpful, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It would be seriously appreciated. And if you're new here, you want to guarantee that you are up to date every single day with all things going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Around 50% of viewers watching are not subs, so if that's you, let's change that. This is your one-stop shop for all the latest info. But I will leave timestamps to each mode in specific if that's what you're looking for. But let's start first here in multiplayer. Obviously, if you've had Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer since launch, you've probably got a good chunk of weapons already done and leveled up and maxed out. But if you're looking to finish out a few here, especially with Season 1, there are a few new alternative things you can do to speed up that process a bit. By far, though, the absolute easiest way to get fast XP in multiplayer is to play kill confirmed and spam decoys at the same time. Basically, whenever you are spamming a decoy, especially on some of the smaller maps, and an enemy gets alerted by that decoy, aka your red dot shows up on their minimap from that decoy grenade, you are going to end up getting like the plus 10 XP or whatever. And yeah, honestly, plus 10 XP, whoop-de-doo, right? That's not all that much. But when it stacks, 7 minutes at a time, every life you spawn in and you're spamming those, it stacks up pretty quickly. When you do it game after game after game, it's going to stack up pretty quickly, and you're going to end up getting some very fast weapon XP just simply based off your decoy spam. The reason that you want to play kill confirmed is that obviously every time you're getting a kill, you're getting your XP there, and that'll help with whatever weapon you're holding in your hands. But then as you pick up tags or deny tags, all of that XP is also counting towards your weapons as well. So as opposed to modes like TDM where it's only kills, or domination where you can only cap flags as much as your team is allowing you to, or in the hard point as much as you could stay in any one hill, kill confirmed is just way easier to play the objective and get that XP and get those kills at the same time, hence why that's the most efficient. Another super cool thing that you can do here is in hardcore, you're basically getting bonus XP every kill that you're getting. That's a one-shot kill, which for the majority of weapons in this game in hardcore, that's going to be just any standard kills. So you start to mix all these things together, playing hardcore kill confirmed, spamming the decoys. Suddenly you're getting a lot of bonus XP just simply for playing the game naturally and going after those kills and getting those tags and whatnot. So combine all three of those, that's going to be fantastic for XP and probably is the most efficient way to get weapon XP in multiplayer right now. Another good alternative is just simply the war mode. Those games last a decent amount of time. There's a lot of kills up on the board. You could do a lot in a single match of war, so that's also pretty solid. You could do the same thing with decoys as well, but ultimately to me, hardcore kill confirmed spamming those decoys is what allowed me to level up weapons like crazy, and that still works great here in Season 1, obviously. Shifting focus over to the zombies side of things, it is a bit different now with Season 1 because they have actually updated the game in a way that does not favor weapon XP grinding. Obviously, with Season 1's update, they nerfed some of the contracts like the Outlasts and the Raid Weapon Stash contracts so that you can't basically just do them forever. Before Season 1, you could start those contracts, not complete them, and waves of zombies would just keep spawning. Not the case anymore. So now, the ideal way to earn weapon XP in zombies is still going to be contract spam. But really what you want to focus on here, in my opinion, is the spores and then the escorts. The escorts are a little bit less ideal just because you have to go through and complete them. You have to stay with your Wally robot and go through the different locations. But escorts are going to spawn a ton of zombies, and they're pretty common across the map. So you can do those back to back to back and get a ton of kills and get that weapon XP very quick. Obviously, when you complete a contract, that's also going to give you weapon XP. So escorts outright are pretty straightforward and very easy. Spore contracts currently have not been nerfed, so you don't always have to complete these. You can start these, pick your inhibitors back up, and then basically go through and just have those waves of zombies continuously spawn in and get a ton of kills like that as well. So really what I'd focus on there is the escorts and the spores. You could try the Outlast contracts and maybe going up till 20% and then let it drop some, and then go up to 30% and then let it drop some. But spores, and then the escorts are going to be the most straightforward now post-update. Story missions could also be decent. There's a good amount of zombies that spawn in some of those story missions. If you wanted to stay in that area, you could get some decent kills that way. And then throughout the season, they have confirmed they're going to be adding in more zombies to the late game exfils. Doing those exfil spams after a match starts is going to give you some zombies. It's definitely not what it was at launch, where it was like hundreds at a time, but it's still decent enough that there are some spawns there. The more players you have there, the better. But really, that contract spam is going to be the go-to option, at least for zombies in terms of weapon XP. And then we shift focus into Warzone, and there's a few different things here you can do to net yourself some decent XP gains. As we get into this conversation, I also want to talk about something you can do for yourself to make your overall experience better here, and that is check out Gamer Advantage glasses. All month long, obviously, we've got the holidays coming up. Gamer Advantage is doing a 25% sale on everything on the site, but code Immortal actually stacks on top of that 25% for a 35% off discount. Quick math for you there. So if you're looking to grab something in time for the holidays for yourself, or maybe for some friends or some family, now is a fantastic time to do so. If you're looking at screens for long periods of time, whether it's gaming, doing school or work, these are game changers. Trust me when I say that. If you want to check them out, link will be down in the description below. But as far as Warzone goes, obviously just playing the game itself, playing standard Battle Royale or Resurgence and getting those kills is going to be decent for weapon XP gain. Even in the matches that it seems like I'm not doing all that much, you know, only getting 5, 6, 7, 8 kills on some off games, you're still getting some random XP here and there. You'll be driving in a car and randomly get, hey, your striker's leveled up, right? But by far the most direct way to go and get the most XP out of a match is through contract spam here as well, but specifically the scavenger contracts and the intel contracts. And you can do this in a base game of Battle Royale if you want, but if you want to just do this easily, go to Plunder. This is by far the most efficient way to do this. Drop into a Plunder game because obviously you just can keep respawning and respawning over and over again until the match ends. It's not like Battle Royale where it's one and done if you lose your gulag, obviously. So you can be way more efficient in Plunder. You can change your classes as you're finishing up weapons, you know, build them out with new attachments as you're leveling them up. And going after those scavengers, super straightforward. You know, grab a car or grab a helo as you go in, and you can just go from one contract to the next, pick up 3 chests, and it's going to give you a ton of XP for completing these contracts. You just want to make sure that whenever you do a contract, you have the weapon in your hands as you are finishing it, because it'll award XP to whatever gun is in your hands. Same deal with the intel contracts. These are a bit more tedious because they do require you to go to those specific spots and then sit there and wait for the intel to upload. So if there are players in your Plunder match who are trying to go after kills, they might come and hunt you down if they see that ping in the sky and the flare up there for the intel contract, but they're also not too time consuming. You get them done relatively straightforward. And if you're doing this with a party, they actually go faster if you have more squad members on the intel contract itself. So those are the main 2 that you want to look out for there. Then obviously, as you're going around the world doing those, if you do run into players, just straight up getting kills obviously is going to be huge for weapon XP, as well as it's as straightforward as it gets in every single mode. Multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, kills are going to be the most basic way to get that weapon XP up. But stacking contracts, especially in Plunder where it's so casual and a lot more stress-free, is going to be fantastic for ultimately getting your weapon maxed out a lot faster, so you can move on to the next, and then the next, and then the next. So all things considered, whether you are a premium player with multiplayer or zombies, or just a free-to-play player right now on Warzone, there are a lot of pretty solid methods for fast weapon XP. Of course, if you have double weapon XP tokens, feel free to pop those. It'll optimize things even more. There's also going to be several different double XP events, I'd imagine, throughout the season. I'll keep you guys up to date when those are happening in the various update videos, so stay tuned for those, alongside the chance of any potential free multiplayer weekends that should be happening at least once during season 1, I would imagine, and you can go through and, you know, do a bit more in multiplayer as opposed to Warzone or zombies if you're looking for that experience as well. But all that being said, those are the best ways to get fast weapon XP here in Warzone and MW3. And that's going to wrap things up. If you guys enjoyed the video, or if it helped you out, do me a favor, drop a like on it, would be really appreciated. And if you're new here, you want to guarantee that every single day you are up to date with all things going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, I'll catch you later. Peace out.